It's time. I don't want to. You know you have to do it. What if they get mad at me? Look at me. Oh. On the left. Yeah. Oh. I know you're scared. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a video.
Make a video.
You're going to bookmark the video.
Bookmark the video.
You're going to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And whenever you're struggling with that feeling,
who am I to increase my prices?
Right. You're going to come back and watch this video.
I'm going to watch this video. 6 reasons you should increase your prices, you talented, beautiful, and capable accountant, you. To play the long game. Remember when the college admissions people told us accounting is a nice, sustainable way to make a living? Has it felt that way recently? Let's use a sports ball analogy. The last few years, I felt more like one of those professional basketball players who went straight into the league out of high school, wasn't ready, spent a few years coked out of their mind, and then never touched a basketball again. That's a relatable story for me right now. There are professionals crashing and burning all around us. The first step, do less. Help fewer clients, cut the stressful ones out. Go easy on yourself because we're in this for the long haul. If a basketball player's body breaks down after 12 years in the league, a lot of us, that 12 years, that's the best case scenario, isn't it? But it works for them because they make tons of money in those 12 years. You are not one of those basketball players. And your brain is not gonna make it 12 years at this rate. You will be shocked to learn the majority of your clients will happily pay much more than they're paying today. But we don't see this because we're predisposed to chronically underprice what we do. Let's say you have 100 clients and 2 complain about pricing. You're gonna spend all your time thinking about those 2 clients, right? That's just how your brain works. Someone shared the analogy, you're always as happy as your least happy child. And unless you are a robot, did I say robot? You carry those 2 clients on your mind and it keeps you from raising fees. But you know what you'll never hear about? There's clients on the other end of that spectrum. Clients will happily pay much more than they're paying today. They exist. They're already on your client list. But you only hear from the laggards, and as a result, it skews your decision making. I know you're afraid of all of your clients leaving, having this mass exodus
by tens, by hundreds, by thousands, unending streams of man and beast and burden, and even very much cattle.
But let's take a little arithmetic break. Oh, fuck yeah. Because you can afford to lose more clients than you think. So the old adage that you double your prices, make twice the money, that would leave you to believe that when doubling your prices, you need half of your clients to stay. But the reality, you don't need anywhere near that many to stay. Let's say your firm operates at a 50% margin and generates $100 in revenue per year. Nice work. So costs are $50 a year and profit is $50. If you double prices, lose half your clients, so you're grossing the same $100 a year, you're not making the same money you were before. You're making 50% more than you made before in half the time. Half. How would you gesture half with your hands? Half. But let's keep things simple. How many clients can I lose and still make the same amount of money? Let's start with the hypothetical of doubling prices and then pull it back to something that's maybe more realistic. Let's say your original $100 revenue firm has 100 clients. You're charging $1 per client. Your margins were 50%. But doubling prices now means you're charging $2 per client and your margins are 75%. Pop quiz time. How many of your 100 clients can you afford to lose and net the same $50 that you did before? 50 clients? Nope. You can afford to lose 67 of your clients and still make the same money. Yeah. This is because your price increase doesn't just increase your revenue, it goes straight to the bottom line. Price increases are pure profit. So, 2 accountants in this scenario making the exact same money, both making $50. One is serving 100 clients, the other is serving 33 clients. Which one are you? And if you're like me, when you realize this, you're now depressed. This is why price is king. We like to talk about workflow and process to drive profitability. Oh, we gotta plug this new app in. It's all price. It's virtually all price. It's why charging more for existing clients is way better than simply serving more clients. Most people think to make more money, I gotta grow, I gotta scale and get bigger. Best way to make more money, charge more to the people you already have. Now, if you doubled your prices next year, would 33% of your clients stay? Honestly, they probably would. Probably more than 33% would stay. And maybe you just turn the video off here and go do that. But come back next year, post a comment, tell us how many clients you lost. But I'll give you another example that may be a little more palatable. Let's look at a 25% increase, which adjusting for inflation is like a 20% increase in a normal year. So how many clients can you afford to lose at a 25% price increase? Well, we know it'll be more than 25 clients, right? So now we're charging $1.25 per client. our margins have increased from 50% to 60%. At this 25% increase, to make $100 still, you can lose 33 clients, which is a 25% increase, a third of your work. Look to your left, look to your right, look further to your right. One of those 3 clients is gone and you're making the same money. So when you're considering price increases, if your fear is that so many clients will leave that you will make less money, you probably have so far to go before that will actually be the case. Honestly, 80% of firms could go out there tomorrow, do the double your price scenario and make more money working with about a third the clients. For kicks and giggles, if you triple your prices, at a 50% margin, you can lose 80 of your 100 clients. Maybe that's a 2-year goal. I don't make the maths, they just make me sad. Now, we all like to do people favors. We cut deals for certain types of clients, the ones we like, the ones who need it. You do the same work for them at maybe half to 3/4 of the price, and before you know it, you've got every one of those types of people in town coming to you. It feels good. It's this kind of altruistic part of your business, like we're giving back. But let's be real here. If you're gonna do something altruistic, are the people who most need your help the people who can afford to pay $600 for a 1040 but not $800? No, those are not the people in society who most need your help. And it's dangerous to develop this squishy, slightly charitable part of your firm because they're sort of exempt from the rules of the firm, but they're still on the client list like everybody else. And they're gonna bring their friends with them too, because they're getting such a good deal. So I'd encourage you to get more explicit about what work is charitable and what is not. Charge your client base top dollar so that you have the time to do important work at no cost. Go volunteer for VITA. Find the people that really need help. And you'll be able to do that because you're charging your worth to the entire client base and you've got time to volunteer now. Tell me, who can do more volunteer work? The firm where half their client base is now these like slightly discounted projects, or the firm that just doubled their prices and now has 2/3 of their time? This might be the hardest one to accept, and it has taken me a long time to get here. We've got those clients who we really like. Maybe they were with us from the beginning and you can never imagine increasing prices on them. You wanna think they're with you because they care about you, because you have a deep relationship with them. When the reality is, they can't go anywhere else and get the same deal you were giving them. So are they with you because of your relationship, or are they with you until the end of time because they can't get a better deal anywhere else? That is what they call an oof. In the last section, we talked about that accidental niche. You work with, say, social workers and give them a discount. And before you know it, you've collected every social worker in town. It's not because you're a good person, because they won't get the same deal anywhere else, regardless of whether they like you or not. Now you can really spiral on this one. At its worst, you start thinking, is any aspect of this relationship me being emotionally manipulated by them because they know it's getting them a deal? And most of the time it isn't. But we all have this collection of what we call legacy clients who have been with us for the long haul. We can never imagine increasing prices as a result. We chalk this up to affinity because they would never leave you, right? Truth of the matter is, they're not leaving because they can't get that deal anywhere else. Lastly, we are all working in the same ecosystem of clients. When you increase your prices and the most fee-averse 10% of your clients leave, they go somewhere else. They may go to a brand new tax pro for whom those are phenomenal clients. It's the circle of life. But on the other side of that, another firm across town just increased their rates. And all those clients who left, hello, I would like to inquire as to the prices of your 1040 services. A massive percentage of new client inquiries are just this, and they won't tell you that's why they're looking for a new accountant. So the risk is, what happens if you are the only firm who didn't increase their prices? What you collect is everyone else's most fee-averse clients. If you're at the bottom of the market, you've collected all the cheapskates. And those people will tell you you're great because you charge reasonable prices. They will program your brain to think that you are the one doing it right. And now that you're surrounded by those people, hearing from them every day, they will genuinely convince you. And before you know it, you're the firm serving 100 clients while all the other firms around you are serving like 35, making the same money. And honestly, that firm is probably doing a better job because they have the time and the space to do it, to hire really talented people, to not be cracked out of your mind during tax season. So on the one hand, you increase prices, drop the most fee-averse part of your client base, great. On the flip side of that, you don't increase prices, you collect everyone else's fee-averse clients, and all those clients trick you into thinking, you're the good guy. You're doing it right because you're not increasing prices like everyone else. At the end of the day, the only one looking out for you is you. Do you realize what an incredible time it is to be a tax professional? The shortage of people in this profession is your opportunity. Don't let anybody tell you you're not the one in the driver's seat. You're just gonna have to make some hard decisions. The reason you don't want to triple your prices tomorrow is what all those clients will say, is how that will impact them. But who's struggling right now? Are you struggling? Are you on the edge of burnout? You're in the driver's seat. And burnout is the result of trying to be everything for everybody else at the expense of yourself. It's the fear of letting everyone else down. So when you set your prices, think about what that means for you, not the people you'll disappoint, simply because you underpriced what you did before, or you collected a whole bunch of cheapskates from other firms who are predisposed against price increases, but because this is the right thing for you. Now, the good news is it can only get better from here. Higher prices, less work. The only thing keeping it from happening is you. Can you do that? I can't do that. I can do this though. Oh, did I not start the teleprompter? I did start it. What's the problem here, guy? There's a funny joke to be made here. Hey June, I'm done. If you wanna come say goodbye. Oh, are you guys leaving? Have fun, okay? Say hi to Grandma for me. Say hi to Grandma for me.
Okay.
Oh.
There's a pink front door.
Okay, Mama's waiting for you.
Okay, is it purple or pink?
Nope, yours is though.